morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. It is Saturday, February 24th, so you know what time it is. It's Wax Gaming Weekly Recap time, where we try and go through all the latest updates from the Wax blockchain, plus any upcoming events that are coming up here in the near future, get you up to speed so you don't have to dig through all the Discords and all the Twitter feeds and all that fun stuff. Just give you all the information that you need here in about 15 minutes or less. Let's go ahead and kick off the discussion and the video around, again, I'm sorry, it's going to be a self-promotion thing. I just want to let you all know that my website, warriorliongaming.com, has gone through a big refresh, looks brand new. I'm excited by the look of this. I'm excited by what's going on with this. It took me a little while to do it, but it's out there. Go ahead and check it out again, warriorliongaming.com. I'm hoping it's going to be really a hub for new players to come in. That's my focus, really get players up to speed, give them all the information they need to make some good decisions as they're on the Wax blockchain. I'm also going to be including other blockchains on here also. So go ahead and check it out if it's something that you may be interested in. I'll have a link in all my videos descriptions down below. But before we jump into the video, please take a quick look at this disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please make sure you do your own research before you jump into any project. Don't take my word for it. Just make sure it's right for your situation. All right, what are your thoughts on the shorter disclaimers? A lot better than the 1 minute monologue that I had before. So I'm hoping you're enjoying the shorter disclaimer. Let's dive into the actual details for this week's recap. Starting off with NFTopia. NFTopia, I always say that wrong when we're starting to talk about that again. Let's go ahead and talk about that. They actually have an event going on today. You can go ahead and check out their Discord for the full schedule. What these are, it's not the full NFTopia event. That's going to happen in May. These are small events that they're just trying to get people excited, get other projects in to talk about their projects and different things. That a lot of just information sharing and some collaborations, and it gives you a chance to go ahead and check out some new projects. So it is a mini version of the NFTopia. So I encourage you to go ahead and check it out if you have time today. So go ahead and take a look at those times in the schedule. Also, Introverse has another NFT World Cup coming up here, kicking off on the 27th, February 27th through the 3rd. I'm not exactly sure the games that will be involved in this. I'm not sure if it's going to be exactly, I don't think it's going to be all Wax, but I think there's going to be some Wax involved in here. So go ahead and check out their website for all the details around this NFT Cup. So let's move on to a big event that kicked off today in probably a few hours from now, depending on the time you're watching this. Machiavellic is going to go through their onboarding process. Please understand that this is not the full game. This allows you to get on there, get your plots, roll your character skills, things like that. Just really preparing for the season, really preparing for that ship to take off. I'll go ahead and do a video on this. Probably won't be until Monday. Just availability today. But I'll go ahead and do a video on it if you happen to miss it or you don't have the NFT so you can see what's going on with it. I'm excited about this one. I think it's going to be a lot of fun for Machiavellic and the future of it. Also with Machiavellic, they went ahead and did a raffle. Technically, it's today for me because you all know I record this on Friday morning, but it's yesterday for you. So they're continuing to do those raffles. I think they're a lot of fun, so you can get some really cool prizes. This time you were able to get officers, you were able to get a 2x2 plot, and some lieutenants. So it's a lot of fun. People get really into these. So it's nice that they're continuing to do the raffles, and they do a live stream with it. So they can go ahead and make sure it's fair and also get everybody involved in those giveaways. Next on the list from FGL, they have a dice tournament that is going on the 28th. February 28th, so you can go ahead and check it out. They've been doing a lot of these for Mecha World. I like the dice tournament. It's a lot of fun. I get a lot of feedback from people that try it, especially the first time they're playing. They really enjoy it. So if you haven't had a chance, these are all free to play. At least they have been all free to play so far. Go ahead and check them out. It's a PvP style, bracket style tournament where you go ahead and compete against everyone else for some really cool prizes. So I encourage you to go ahead and check that out. From Outlaw Troopers, the season did kick off officially this past Monday. One of the things that I'm hearing a lot about is the new Into the Abyss. people are loving this because it gives you PvP, it gives you auto battle, or it gives you collecting, sending your bio-crafted minions out. Plus, it gives you the tower thing. I did a whole video on this, so if you can go ahead and check that out. But people are really liking this. I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm actually putting a lot of focus on it, more than I thought I was going to this season. So we're kicking butt on that. Also from that side of it, I wanted to make everybody aware of one of the changes that I didn't mention during my video, but I think it's pretty critical. In the past, they had weekly competitions where you had to run encounters that were specifically designed, and you had specific gears that you were allowed to use. And that's how the weekly competitions were run. They've changed that this season, where every week is going to be a little bit of a different competition, depending on the different parts of the game. So it pays to play all different parts of the game, which I think is neat. They're obviously kicking off with this week as being the arena, the Into the Abyss PvP action. And then they have a number of other things that are going to go through it also. So if you didn't like the weekly in the past, which I didn't like spending 100 FGL just to run it, I really like this because it really gets you to try all different parts of the game and compete at all different parts of the game. So check out their Discord for all of the details. Moving on to NFT Battle Miner, they're starting to release, they're drip feeding or drip releasing a lot of these different parts for the alchemy. They just released this on Thursday, where you can go ahead and put constructions out there, and they take up bigger spaces, so you can actually mine different cells in there. Really helps you get more and more of the materials that you're going to need in order to do alchemy. So they're going ahead and drip feeding this. I'm going to go ahead and do a video probably next week, or maybe a little bit closer when they actually launch the blending, where we can go ahead and show you all the different parts to the alchemy side for NFT Battle Miner. I think it's a really cool addition. It really gives more interest to the mining side now. So there's a nice balance between that and Shadow Depths. One other thing I did want to note, there's still no date for the Shadow Depth season launch. It's been a few weeks now, so hopefully we'll hear something here in the next week. I'm excited to jump back in there and play. So if you have any information, go ahead and put in the comments down below. Hopefully we find out here in the next few days when that's going to kick off again. Moving over to Aphelium, talking about a few additional releases. First of all, they have their season kicking off on March 10th, so you still have a few weeks to go ahead and get ready for it. But something they launched this week was crafting, an updated version of the crafting. I'm going to do a video on this and probably release here in the next probably week or so. Crafting is adjusting a little bit. In the past, you were able to craft and it was instant results when you crafted, which made it a little tough. Those people that were grinders, or even in some cases bots, I don't know how relevant that was in this game, but you could just instantly craft a bunch of stuff if you had the materials. Now you're actually going to have to be a little more strategic with it, depending on the land. You always needed land in order to craft. So you can go ahead, and what will happen now is you can get advanced workbenches. You're going to have to craft certain amounts, and they take a certain amount of time. Like I said, I'm going to do a whole video on this, but I want to let everybody know, especially if you took a step away for the break and coming back for March 10th season launch, that crafting is going to be a little bit different. So I highly encourage you to go ahead out to their Discord and check out their updated Medium article that's out there. Plus, again, I'll be going ahead and putting a video out there for this, just to make sure everybody is aware of what's going on with the crafting now. Next on the list, we have Wombat, who also had their season kickoff this week. Season 16 is live, so that is now out there. The big changes that they made this season was around the guilds. They finally gave some love to the guilds, which I'm happy to hear. Back a while ago when I actually played Dungeon Masters, the guilds were kind of an afterthought, so it's nice to see that they're actually doing stuff. They went ahead and they have a live drop out there for blueprints for the guild. I'm expecting more to be coming with the guild also. One of the other things that happened with the new season launch is they changed the packs up. They don't look the same now. So they have new mints and new templates for the packs. So be aware of that if you're going ahead and looking for a pack to go ahead and grab. They have new versions and the old versions out there. So go ahead and check that out. Next on the list, we have Taco. Just wanted to go ahead a couple items here. Their discounted pre-sale is live as of the time of this recording. And then they're going to go ahead and do the regular sale with the season coming out here shortly. Also, they are continuing to give hints as far as Monster Room goes. It's getting people in there, sucking people in, doing some good marketing there to get people interested in it. I'm curious to see what it's going to be like. I believe it's going to be a mobile app style game. But more to come on that. Once that's released, we'll go ahead and provide some more details on that. Novopangea, just a quick update on this. I think they're going to be doing an update soon for Nova War, where I'll go into the details. I can't give all the details now, but there's going to be another feature added to Nova War here in the near future. So hopefully that once that is released, we'll go ahead and finally do our Nova War video. I've been itching to do this for a little while, but I want this additional feature to come out. And once it comes out, I'll explain why, so you're aware of that. But that's coming here soon. Realm is going to be going ahead and kicking off their season here in a few days, another 12-week season. The thing first of all, they have the schedule out there, so if you're playing, you can go ahead and plan around the schedule. The other thing I thought was interesting, they actually did a poll in their Discord this week, giving the players an option, either that short turnaround, because just so you're aware, the last season just ended a day or two ago for Realm, so it's like only a few day gap, which they usually have a little bit longer one. I enjoy the short gaps between seasons, but they had a poll out there where they gave the community a chance to go ahead and vote, continue that short gap, or extend it 4 weeks in between seasons, which I think is I get it. They have some people that on the team that are probably going to be taking off for one reason or another. So it's the timing just didn't work out the greatest. But that's a significant difference. A few days or 4 weeks. I'm glad most people voted for the few day gap in there so they can kick off the new season. The one thing I do have to note, there's a lot of players still playing Realm. I'm impressed. They got a lot of people out there, well over 200, considering the way the market is right now. So we won't dive into the details of those. Next on the list, we have Castles. Just want to quick do an update on this. They are going through a process where they have a huge blend out there, a hero blend. I think they're trying to kind of get rid of some of those. So some of those that are out there, whittle it down a little bit. The reason I'm mentioning this is I'm happy that they're starting to kick off the development work again. The project was very stagnant for a long period of time, so it's nice to see that they're jumping back in there. Next on the list, we have Warsaken. They went ahead and did their final Grand Slam qualifier event. So that is moving forward. Again, another Blue Mint event. So go ahead and check out Blue Mint also. I should probably do a video on that. Lots of events for different types of games out there that you can go ahead and test out and check out. Zombiecoin. This one is more of a personal note for me. When I played Zombiecoin, two of my biggest gripes with it was a clicker, but it's a deep clicker, so I can balance that out. But the other thing is, because it is such a deep clicker, it used a lot of CPU resources. It's nice to see that they're going through the process to try and help people out, really make it more efficient. And also, if you can see an announcement here, that if you mine a certain amount, they're going to go ahead and give you CPU or wax towards your CPU to help you out there in the long run. So they're trying to balance that out, which is nice to see that they're actually taking the feedback, seeing the problem, and trying to fix it. Unfortunately, it would take a full redesign to really cut it down too much. So that's good news there as far as they're helping out with that. A couple announcements also. Blockchain Brawlers and Music Mogul also finished some big events that went on and announced their winners. Again, say what you want about the games. At least they're continuing to do events to try and keep people excited. I feel like you have to do events right now in order to keep people interested, especially with the low amount of people that are in Wax right now. So hopefully that continues all around with all the projects. But that's it. That's my weekly recap for this week. Let me know down in the comments below, did I miss anything? Are there any updates or any upcoming events that you want everybody else to be aware of? I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and I'll talk to you later.